Hi, welcome to Advantage Academy. Today we are going to do second chapter of our 10th ICSE Maths. Before starting exercise and solving some numericals, we first need to understand terms used in this chapter like principal P, time N, rate of interest R, interest I, and maturity value. If you understand these all terms, these five terms used in this account, you can solve any type of question given based on this concept. But to understand these terms, you need to know what type of account they are talking about in this chapter. We know there are various types of accounts which bank provides us, like the current account. Current account is used for business transaction, business purposes, deposits and withdrawals, transfers. We have another type of account called saving account. This is mostly used for personal use. Anywhere, anytime you can deposit any amount and withdraw it through ATM, transfer it mobile banking, Google Pay, Phone Pay, anywhere you can withdraw, transfer and deposit anytime you want. You have money, you can deposit in this account. We have another type of account called fixed deposit account. This is the type of account in which while opening you will deposit some money and that will remain with bank until the time of expiry of the time which you have chosen while opening this account. In fixed deposit account, you cannot withdraw money before expiry or you can't add money to it. That's why it's called a fixed deposit account. The another important type of account is recurring deposit account, and it's a recurring deposit account they are talking about in this chapter. Okay, so let us understand what is a recurring deposit account. What does recurring mean? Recurring means repeating periodically. So does it mean it's a type of account in which we repeatedly deposit money? Yes. In this type of account, in this scheme, a depositor chooses a specified amount and deposits that amount every month, which is called a principal. So principal is amount deposited every month. But for how many months we have to deposit the amount? That depends upon what you are choosing while opening the account. And it can vary from 3 months. It can vary from 3 months and go up to 10 years, which is 120 months. Why am I talking about time in months? Because our deposit is monthly. That's why time also should be in months. And here time is not represented by t, it's represented by n. You can represent it in t, that's no problem. So every month I am depositing one amount which I have chosen while opening the account, and it's fixed amount you are depositing every month, same amount for n number of months. Okay, then how much money is with the bank when I deposit money for some number of months? Let us see one example. Let us say I am depositing 2000 rupees per month in a bank for 3 years. 3 years means 36 months. So what is the total deposit? What is the total deposit with the bank? That I can simply know. 2000 for 36 months means total amount will be 2000 into 36. So it became a formula. So total deposit is P into N. And when you calculate that, it's 72,000, right? 72,000 rupees is the amount which is with the bank, and bank has to return after 36 months of period. So for 36 months I was depositing 2000 rupees every month. When I calculated 2000 into 36, it's 72,000. So this is your total deposit which is with the bank, and bank will return you at the expiry, which is also called at the time of maturity. That is for this question 36 months. Does it mean bank will give me only 72,000 rupees? Is bank gonna give me any benefit since I deposit a sum of money in their bank? Yes, they are going to give me this 72,000 rupees, which is my total deposit, plus they will give me some interest with it. You have studied compound interest, simple interest. Whatever you deposit in bank gives you that money back. It's safe with the bank. Plus, bank gives us benefit of interest. And this interest is calculated on the basis of rate: 10%, 5%, 2%, 10%, 15%. This rate is different for different banks, and this rate of interest is almost for every account with different rates. So we understood my bank is gonna give me interest that will be based on some rate percentage. I'll get my money back with the interest, and that total amount which I deposited, total deposit, which we know how to calculate P into N, plus bank is gonna give me interest. This total sum, which is total deposit plus interest, this only is called a maturity value. In your earlier classes, you have studied amount. Amount is equal to principal plus interest, like simple interest. Okay. Their principal was one single amount, and then interest used to calculate like simple interest, PRT by 100. When you add both, that was amount. So in place of amount, we write here maturity value. So maturity value is what? Maturity value is equal to P into N plus I. So we know what is maturity value now, what is total deposit P into N, and interest. But how do we calculate interest in this type of account? Is it same like earlier classes? No. They were different. This is different. Let us see the formula used in this type of interest. So how do we calculate interest here? We have formula for that, which is P into N plus 1 divided by 2 into 12 into R by 100. You can simply write it as P into N plus 1 into R whole divided by 2400. That's no problem. We can write it like that. We can remember it like this. So this is how do we calculate interest. So maturity value is total deposit plus interest. Can I make this formula as MV is equal to P into N plus I, which is now P into N plus PN N plus 1 into R divided by 2400. Remember, 2400 is in division only for this part. I'll do little factorization to make this formula easy. Can I take Pn common, and here what is remaining? 1 is remaining. Here what is remaining? N plus 1 into R divided by 2400. This is what is remaining here. So it became my maturity value formula. So now we can see that we have got interest formula, which is P into N plus 1 into R divided by 2400. We have got maturity value formula, which is P into N plus I, can be also written as P into N 1 plus N plus 1 into R divided by 2400. Remember, 2400 is only for this part, not for 1, as you have taken it in factorization method. So also we know what is PN. PN is the total deposit. Don't forget that total deposit means whatever is deposited every month multiplied by number of months. So we have actually interest formula, these two are maturity formula, they are same, and then total deposit. Copy down this formula. These are the base of our chapter. So now you must have understood P, principal, is the deposit every month what we are depositing, and we are depositing it for n number of months. We are getting interest with rate R, and then when we get the total amount at the end, once the time of maturity comes, which is called the expiry period comes, we get one amount which includes my total deposit plus interest given by bank. It's called a maturity value. Now keeping this these formula in front of you, let us begin with the exercise. So here question number 1 has given us some given data. Let us first write this given data. Given is Manish opens a recurring deposit account with the Bank of Rajasthan and deposited 600 per month. So we understood this is principal. Rupees 600 is principal for 20 months. Time is 20 months. Calculate the maturity value of this account if the bank pays interest at the rate of 10% per annum. So rate is given 10% per annum. Per annum means per year. What do we have to calculate? Maturity value. You can see P and R is given and MV is what we have to find. You yourself can see which formula we should choose. We can choose this formula. We know P into N, but do we know I? For that we need to calculate then I separately. Or we can directly use MV formula. Remember, in this formula you have MV, P, N and R. When we have to find this MV, we should know all other variables. Do we know P, N and R? Yes, we know P, N and R. So we can directly use this MV formula. So using formula, MV is equal to P into N, 1 plus N plus 1 into R by 2400. So substituting the variables, you got 600 multiplied by 20 into 1 plus 20 plus 1 into R is 10 divided by 2400, right? So which is becoming 600 into 20 is 12000 into, in the bracket you can see you have it 1 plus this, I can cancel here 10 and 10, 21 by 240, right? Because here it is 20 plus 1, 21 into 1 is 21. So to 12,000, I need to take LCM here. 21 by 240 plus 1. When I take LCM, it comes 240. 240 plus 21 after taking LCM, right? It's denominator 1. So multiply by 240, multiply by 1. 12,000, 240 plus I can write it as multiplication as a, because bracket into 12,000 it's there. So this becomes a 261 by 240. I can do cancellation up and down as into is in between, right? 12 ones, 0 0, 12 2, 2 1, 250. So what is 50 into 261? It's 13050. So you got your maturity value of this question is 13050, 13,050 rupees. We don't have to calculate, they did not ask us to calculate interest or anything else separately. So that's the maturity value. One question. Now in question number 2, if you see what is given data, Mrs. Matthew opened a RDA in certain bank and deposited 640 per month. So what is 640? It's the deposit per month, which is principal. Time is given 4.5 years. As I told you in the beginning, we are depositing every month. We need to convert this time into months. So that's 9 by 2 multiplied by 12. You will get it as 54 months. Fine. So we know P, we know N. Find the maturity value of this account if the bank pays interest. Again, it's the same question like previous one. Here we have P, N and R and we have to find directly MV. they did not ask us to find interest. So we have two methods to find MV. One is use this one. You can do P into N plus I. For that you need to calculate I separately, doing P into N plus 1 into R by 2400. Whatever value you get there I, add Pn value and I value, you will get maturity value. The another one is directly you can find maturity value using this one. Fine. So I'll use the direct maturity value. You can do other way also. So it's P into N 1 plus N plus 1 into R divided by 2400. So P is given 640 into 54, 1 plus 54 plus 1 is 55 into R, which is 12 by 2400. Here since 12 and 2400 we can cancel, it's coming 200. More 55 and 200 can get reduced. I'll not multiply 640 and 54 because I know something is gonna come down and which it can get cancelled whatever comes here down. So what will be that? That will be the LCM part. Calculate that. So 55 by, cut here, so it will be 1 plus, when you reduce 55 and 200 it will come 11 by 40. Taking LCM there, 640 into 54, and the LCM will come 40, and this will be 40 plus 1 plus 11. That's 640 into 54 into 51 by 40. Now you can cancel it, and after calculating you are getting maturity value is equal to 44,064 rupees. So that's your answer. So directly we can calculate maturity value. You just need to see what is given and what to find. Based on that, look into the formula which one you want to use. Okay, now moving to third question. In this question, what is given data? Each A and B opened a RDA in a bank. So they are talking about two people here, A and B. A is depositing 1200 per month for 3 years and B is depositing 1500 per month for 2.5 years. Let me divide this section into two parts. One is A, one is B. What is the principal for A? What is the principal for A? 1200. And for how many months he is depositing? 3 years. 3 years, when you convert into months, 3 into 12, that's 36 months. For B, what is the principal? 1500 is the principal and time is 2 years, 2.5 years. That means 2.5 into 12, that's 30 months. 30 months. This guy is depositing 1200 for 36 months. So principal is less, time is more as compared to B. B has more principal but less time. Question is asking on maturity, means once this time gets over, once the expiry of the time, who will get more amount and by how much? The rate of interest paid by the bank is 10% per annum. Since it is the same bank they are depositing, so if bank is providing 10% per annum interest rate, it will be for both. So how do we get to know who will get more? We can't tell it without solving. So let us find who will get more. Let us simply find A's maturity value and then maturity value for B. Using again, looking into the formula, you have P and R. You need to find maturity value. You can, I repeat, Either find I first, then find Pn and add Pn and I, you will get maturity value. Or you can directly use MV formula. So it says P into N 1 plus N plus 1 into R by 2400. Substituting the value, it comes 1200 multiplied by 36, 1 plus 36 plus 137 into R is 10% by 2400. Here we can cancel because as it is single term on top, single term on down. It will come after calculating. I'm not gonna multiply 1236 because later I know they have to get cancelled with some denominator which we get from LCM. And after taking LCM of 240 and 1 is here, taking the LCM, it will come 277 by 240. So when we see that, how much is it? It's 49,860. So this is the maturity value which A is getting. This amount includes A's total deposit and interest. For B also, if I use same formula for maturity value, that's P into N 1 plus N plus 1, 30 plus 1, 31 into R by 2400. Please be careful with this down 2400. It's only for this part, not for 1. For 1 you have to take it as LCM, as plus is in between. And when you calculate that value in the similar way, 150 into 30, I did not multiply this, as you know why. So it will come 271. That's equal to, so one, this is here 1500. You cancel it and it goes in 3 table, 3 ones, 3 8, again 1508 will go. After cancellation, the answer which you get for maturity value of B is 50812.5 after rounding off it. So who has got more? Definitely, if you see, A got 49,860 and B got 50,812.5 rupees. So B gets more. B gets more amount, right? And by how much? For that, you need to subtract 50,812.5 minus 49,860. So you will get B gets more amount by 952.5 rupees. So this is by how much B is getting more than A. Moving to the next question. Next question says here, Ashish deposits a certain sum of money every month in RDA for a period of 12 months. So time is given 12 months. If the bank pays interest rate at the rate of 11% and gets 12,715 as maturity value. So 12,715 is maturity value, means when I write what is given, I will see maturity value is given rupees 12715. Time is given 12 months and rate 11%. What sum of money did he pay every month? We know every month money which we pay is called principal. So now you have MV given, N given and R given, we have to find P. Let us go to the formula page and see which of the formula we have to use. MV, N and R is given, P we have to find. If you use this formula to find P, you need to find P, you need to know N, R and I. We know N and R, we don't know I. If you want to use this formula, you need to know to find P, MV, N and I you need to know. Again I we don't know. If I use this one, in this formula I have MV, P, N and R. To find P, you should know all other variables. Do we know all other variables? Yes, we know MV, we know N, we know R. So that definitely means we should use this one. So again, I'll write maturity, since maturity value is equal to P into N, 1 plus N plus 1 into R by 2400. That will come as P, which is unknown. So substituting the values at respective places, 12,715 is maturity value into N, which is 12, and 1 plus N plus 1. So 12 plus 1, 13 into R, which is 11 by 2400. Now when you see here, you can actually take this 12 down, since this 12 is for everything here and it's in multiplication. When it goes to other side, it can become division. That's one thing to do. Or another thing is just wait, keep it just like this, P into 12. Let's not multiply anything because we know something will come out from here as cancellation. And after taking LCM in this part, you can see 13 and 2400 doesn't go with any table. 11 and 2400 also doesn't go in any table. So better is multiply 13 into 11 and take 2400 as LCM. After taking LCM, you got 2400 LCM, and 13 into 11 should be 143. So this is what we got it after LCM. 13 into 11, 143, and for 1 we took the LCM. It came 2400 LCM. This got multiplied by 2400, and this part got multiplied by 1. So 12715. I'm still not touching any 12 anything. 2400, and when you add it, it becomes 2543. Correct? Now when you see 12 can go with the denominator, since there is multiplication in between. If there was plus in between, we can't cancel, we have to take LCM to add it, or use board mass. 12 2 is 2400, 00. Now to find P, we have 2543 and 200 in multiplication with P. So how do we find P? This is our subject. Take 2543 to the left side and 200 also to the left side, since there is already one number waiting there. So 200 is in division, it will go to multiplication. 2543 is in multiplication, it will go to division. Fine. If you see 2543 and 1275, it gets cancelled in 5 table. Probably there will be some table where you are getting it cancelled, so don't get scared. I tried 2543 into 2 into 3 into 5. I tried and it came 1275. So 5 into 200, 1000. So principal is rupees 1000. So Ashish is depositing 1000 rupees per month for 12 months with 11% rate of interest given by bank. Then only Ashish is getting 12,715 as maturity value. So we understood we need to write given data and need to see what to find. Based on that, we will check in formula page what formula we should use for that particular question. Moving to the next question, here it is given data. Given data is a man has a recurring deposit account in a bank for 3.5 years. So when you see 3.5 years, it means 3.5 years, or you can write it as 3 by 2 years, which means 7 by 2 years. And if you multiply it with 12, it will come 42 months. Remember, time should be always in months. N has to be in months. If the rate of interest is 12%, fine, rate is 12%, and the man gets 10,206 on maturity. Again, they are saying 10,206 is the amount which this person is getting on maturity. So this is the sum, which is total deposit plus interest, maturity value. Find the value of monthly installments. Same like previous question. So again, I have NRMV given, I have to find P. I will use again this formula. And on substituting, when you find the answer in similar way, P is just like that. N is 42 into 1 plus 43. Why 43? Because n plus 1, 42 plus 1 into R, which is 12 by 2400. Please be careful with the denominator of 2400. It's only for this part. With 1 you have to take it LCM to add with 1. So P into 42, we didn't write here the value of MV. After taking 43 here, 12 and 2 4 is getting cancelled. 12 2s are. So after taking LCM, it's coming 200. This will be 200 into 1. 200 plus 43 is 243. I did not take this 42. I could have taken in the beginning only down and cancelled with 10206. But I waited to cancel it with 200. You can do anyways, whatever method you are liking it. So if you want to do it with you can do it with two table. You can do it 200 and 2 2s are 4 1. Now I don't think 21 and 100 will go, and 243 and 100 is also not going. So let us keep P there only. Shift 21, 243 and 100 to other side. And we know since 21 is multiplication, it will come to division. 243 is in multiplication. When it goes to the left side, it also comes in division, means multiplication with 21. 100 is in division, it comes to multiplication. And again, definitely there will be 10206 either going in 243 table or going in 21 table. So don't get scared with the calculation. Fine. If I check 243 into let us say 8, it's coming 1944, which is very small. So when you try a bigger number, I found out that 243 is going with 42 to make it 10206. Now will 21 and 20 go? That means 10206 could have gone with 21 also. When you try 21 ones are 21 twos. So you got principal is how much? You got principal is rupees 200. Please highlight your answer once you complete and write your answer very neat and clean. And it don't write only 200. Left side, what is it equal to and what is it the number. Next question is question number 6. Again here given data, first part. So first part will be doing, Puneet has a recurring deposit account in the Bank of Baroda and deposit is 140 per month. So what is 140? It is principal. Time is 4 years. Remember, you need to convert it into months. 4 into 12, that's 48 months. If he gets 8092 on maturity, so if you read carefully, 8092 is the amount he gets on maturity. If they would have said as interest, then it was interest, but they said he gets 8092 on maturity. So this is the total amount he has got on maturity. It's then maturity value. Find the rate of interest. This time we have a new unknown. Now again, P, N and MV is given, we have to find R. If you see in which formula we have R here, so in which formula we have R, we have first formula, which is 1 minute. Fine. We have first formula which is having R, but to find this R in from this formula, you need to know N, P and I. Do we know N, P and I? We don't know. So to use from this one directly, R is in this formula also. You need to know the other unknowns, that is N, P and MV. Yes, we know N, P and MV, so we'll use the same formula again. Pn into 1 plus N plus 1 into R by 2400. So it becomes MV is given 8092, P is 140 into 4 years 48 months, that is 1 plus 48 plus 1, 48 plus 1 into r, which is unknown, by 2400. Now here I can multiply it, but I have told you that we can wait, or I can take it in the beginning only. I can take it down. Since they are in multiplication with everything, they will come this side and become division. So here it becomes 1 plus 49r by 2400. Okay, so you can do here cancellation. If it's going cancelled, when I cancelled, it's coming, it's going in 7 table, like this is going in 7 twos are 14, 0, 7 ones are 7, 1 goes here, that becomes 10. So 7 ones are 7, 3 goes, it becomes 39, 7 fives are 35, right? 4 goes here, it becomes 42, 7 6 are 42. So 1 1 5 6. Will it go with 20? It will go with 2 table, right? So 2 tens, 2 fives are 10, 1 goes to the right, 2 sevens are 14, 1 goes to the right, 2 eights are 16. So when you divide 578 with 48, probably it may give you some values, like you can say 578 divided by maybe 4, you can check. No, it has to go in 2 table. So 48 and 2 is 2 twos are 4, 2 fours are 8. This will definitely go with 2 table as it's even. So 2 twos are 4, 2 eights are 16, 2 nines are 18. So what is remaining there will not maybe get cancelled. So let us keep it here because it's giving us some decimal answer. So let's see it for later. Here when we took LCM, it came 2400 plus 49r, and the LCM which I checked is 2400. I did not multiply them. I did not find the decimal answer because I know something from here may come and make it get cancelled. Okay, so now I can say 289 by 240, or I can just write simply 2400. Before 2400 cannot go up because it's not for all the terms. Now 2400 is for all the terms. There are 2 terms on top, and 2400 is for everything of the RHS. It can go up, it will become multiplication. Fine. So right side I don't have space here, so I'll write it little down, plus 49r. Okay, let me just clear it and we'll write it again. So it is 289 into 2400 by 10 into 24 is equal to 2400 plus 49r. Now you can cancel here. You can see 24 ones is going, this is going. So you could see that we don't need to cancel here and get decimal answers. Don't do that mess here. Wait for the further calculations for cancellation. Definitely cancellation will happen here. So what is remaining? 289 and 10 is remaining. That's 2890 is equal to 2400 plus 49r. Now as you know, 2400 will go to other side. It is positive 2400, it become minus 2400. So 2890 minus 2890 minus 2400 is equal to 49r remaining other side. So that is 490. 490 is equal to 49r. 49 and r is in multiplication. That means 49 comes in division, and you got r as 10%. And you got r as 10%. The 7th question has given the 6th question, second part you tried. 7th question is given as Amit deposit is 150 per month. Principal is 150 in a bank for 8 months. Time is 8 months. What will be the maturity value of his deposit if the rate of interest is 8%, and interest is calculated at the end of every month. Now what does this question say? Means it is a recurring deposit account, so don't get scared. Interest is calculated at the end of every month means what? It happens in the recurring deposit account, like in compound interest used to be calculated after every time period. So here also it happens, that is interest is calculated at the end of every month in every RDA. So it just means us find maturity value. You know how to solve this. You have PN and R, you have to find MV, so you can use the required formula. Try this question on your own. Answer will come 1 2 3 6. Method is everything is same. Moving to the next question. Deposit is given here 350 rupees in a bank for 1 year 3 months. What does that mean? 1 year is 12 months, 3 months when you add it becomes time period is 15 months under RDA. If the maturity value MV is given 5565 rupees, right? Maturity value of her deposit is 5565. Find the rate. So we have done a question similar to this. I guess it was question number 3 or 4, where we had to find rate. I think question number 6. So check the formula in which R comes. So R is in this one, R is in this one. To find R from here, you need to know I, P, and N. To find R from here, you need to know MV, P, and N. Since you know MV, P, and N, substitute in this formula. Substitute in this formula MV value, P value, N value, R value. Then in the similar method what we did in previous questions, you will get R there. Moving to the next question. Question number 9. A recurring deposit account of 1200 per month. As we know, per month means 1200 rupees means principal. Maturity value 12,440 is given. Maturity value. If the rate of interest is given this time, okay, and the interest is calculated at the end of every month. I told you, don't get scared seeing this sentence. The interest is calculated at the end of every month. It happens in all RDA. They calculate interest every month because every month we are depositing a new principal. Find the time. This time is unknown. If you go in formula page, again, as I always tell you, just check where is N. Correct? N is here, N is in this, N is in this. If you want to find N from here, you need to know others. That is P, I, and R you need to know. If you want to find from N from here, you need to know MV, P, and I. And if you want to find N from here, you need to know MV, P, and R. So you can do as whatever you are feeling it easy. I'll choose this one. This is the best one to choose. MV is equal to PN 1 plus N plus 1 into R by 2400. Now here 12,440 is MV, P is 1200 into N into the bracket, which is 1 plus, now see here, N plus 1 I can't add because we don't know N, right? R we know is 8% divided by 2400, and here 8 ones and 8 threes will get cancelled. So it will be 12440. I can take this 1200 down and cancel it with, or you can do it later also. You can do it in the beginning also. Choice is yours. This here, after taking LCM, it is coming 300 plus the N plus 1 bracket, right? Because R got cancelled, LCM is 300. So you can see here, I can't cancel 300 and 300 because there is not into here. It's a term, it's plus here. Whenever there is plus minus and this denominator is for more than a term, you can't cancel. Here 2400 was only for this part, bracket into 8. So if here what it was into, I could have cancelled 300 and 300, but since it's not. So what I'll do here, I can do simple calculation, simple cancellation. Further, I think it can get cancelled in 12 table. No, in 4 table it will go. 4 threes are 12, 4 threes are 12, 4 1 and 4 1. So it's coming 311 by 30. Now you know this 300, it's like n into 300 plus n plus 1 by 300, which can go up. It will become 311 30. It's in division, and here it's in multiplication. No need to take of LCM and this part. If it was plus here, we have to take LCM. 300. And what will this become? N into 301 plus n. Fine. Here we know this will get cancelled. 30 into 10 is 300, and that becomes 3110. And what does this become? It will become 301 into n plus n square. Now you can see you got here a square variable term. That means it's a quadratic equation, or you have seen in 9th standard splitting middle term factorization chapter. So can I make it like that? I'll send 3110 to other side. It will become n square. I'm writing it in general form, just rearranging. I'm not shifting n square or 310, and I'm not shifting. I'm keeping it on the same side. Only 3110 I'm shifting. It will become minus 3110. This side is remaining 0. I can write it to other side. Now how do you do it? Splitting middle term, you will get two values of n. Or if you have studied quadratic equation chapter, it is just quadratic equation. So if I want to do splitting middle term, I can do, since it's quadratic, I can use formula also if you know the formula. Let me choose the splitting middle term. Going to the next, let me write it clean here. Plus 301n minus 3110 is equal to 0. So how do we do splitting middle term? That you have to study in quadratic equation chapter. Still, I'll do it briefly. For splitting middle term, or this is called a factorization method. N square into first term into third term, you have to multiply. It's coming minus 3110 n square, and the middle term is plus 301n. Plus 301n. So I need to split this 301 into two numbers such that their addition or subtraction should be this 301. The addition of this number and this number or subtraction of them should be 301, but their multiplication should be 311. Otherwise you can see like 301, I can write their addition or subtraction is 301, but is their multiplication 3110? No. So find out the number. If I use like 310, and what can I have to add or subtract here to get 301? It's 9. So 310 and 9 can give me 301 on subtraction, because you have choice, either subtract or add. 310 and 9 will give 301, but is their multiplication 3110? If you check their multiplication, it's coming 2790. That means very close. So I'll choose a bigger number. Let me choose 312. And what should be the other number? If I choose 1312, what should be other number so that I get 301? It's 11, right? And if you do 312 into 11, it's coming 3432. That's more. That means I should not have chosen 312. I should have chosen maybe 311. Okay, what should be the other number? 311 and other number to get 301. That's 10. It was actually simple. I just did these things to make you understand how we can get simple this splitting middle term numbers. Fine. So more you will study, we'll do this in quadratic equation chapter. You can check that video if it is available already there. So this, what is the sign of middle term? It's plus. It will go to bigger number. And do I have to add them or subtract them to get 301? No, I have to subtract them, right? So for subtraction, you should have one positive, one negative. Since this is already positive, that means this should has to be negative. Correct? 311n and 10n. Check again. After putting signs, I'll be explaining you this more in quadratic equation chapter. After putting signs and numbers, check once again. Is there addition or subtraction 301n? Yes, it's positive 301n. And is there multiplication minus 3110? Yes, plus 311n into minus 10n is minus 3110n. So that means these are our two numbers. So coming back to our banking topic, I split a middle term 301. It came 311n minus 10n minus 3110. Only the middle term got split into two. Rest is same. And what we do, check common in first row. Common is n, remaining is n plus 311 here. And here minus sign is there. What is common between 10n and 3110? It's 10 is common. So what is remaining here? N is what is remaining? 311. Is it plus 311 or minus 311? Many of you may know that it has to be plus. If some are getting confused why it should be plus, because minus into plus is minus, or you can do it like this, minus into minus, that sign will come here, is 0. Two brackets came same, means we are doing it correct. So 1 n plus 311 and n plus 311 comes common. Here remaining is n and minus 10, right? So this is just a part of quadratic equation I'm teaching you, but basically we are doing banking. We know when two brackets come equal to 0, we write either n plus 311 bracket is 0 or n minus 10 is equal to 0. And here n comes minus 311 and here n comes 10. But what is our n? What is the n? N is the time. Months. Can months be negative? Time cannot be negative. So our answer is this. Therefore, time is equal to 10. Will it be years or months? We know every time in formula, everywhere when we substitute n is in months. So this has to be months. So this guy is depositing 1200 for 10 months. Going to the next question. Question number 10. Mr. Gulati has a recurring deposit account of 300 per month. Rate is given. The maturity value of this account is find the time. So this is actually also the similar math question. I'll do it. P is rupees 300. Rate of interest is 12%. Maturity value given is 8,100 rupees. Find the time minus. So it's the similar question. So again I'll use the same formula where I'm gonna get n 1 plus n plus 1 into r by 2400. Remember this 2400 actually in book you don't write it like this. We write it 2 into 100 into 2 into 2 into 12 into 100. So P is 300 into n into 1 plus n plus 1 into r by 2400, long bracket because you have a big bracket inside. Fine. 300 is in multiplication with everything. I can send it down. You can send it later also if you want. But I know it will get cancelled, so why to wait? 3 ones are 3 27s are. And what is this side? N into LCM part will come. Let me substitute R value first. The R value was given here. It's 12%. So 12 and this will can go. LCM is 200 and 200 plus n plus 1, that is 201 plus n. Fine. So 27, 200 goes up because there is no plus and minus, so no need to take LCM, and when there was plus 200 is for that everything, is equal to 201 n into 200, 201 n into n. So it becomes this. Fine. So when you do 200 into 20, I know nothing is gonna come right side as division, so let us multiply. So 27 into 2, that is 5400 n square plus 201, and I just rearranged it. For rearranging, sign doesn't change. 5400 goes to other side, it becomes n square plus 201 n minus 5400. This side remains 0, we can write it this side. Again it became a quadratic equation. Split the middle term. When you find out the two numbers whose addition and subtraction is 201 positive, and the same numbers multiplication should be this multiplication. which is minus 5400 into n. So when I checked, it's coming as n square plus 225n minus 24n minus 5400 is equal to 0. What is common? N plus 225 is remaining, minus 24 is common, n plus 24, what gives 5400? 225. Fine, you get n plus 225 and n minus 24 is equal to 0, and after this you put either n plus 225 is 0 or n minus 24 is 0, and there you get negative 225. Minus 225 can't be the value of n because time cannot be negative, so n is equal to 24 months. That's the answer. Next and the last question. Mr. Gupta opened a RDA in a bank. He deposited 2,500 per month for 2 years. At the time of maturity, he got 67,500. So given data is per month deposit, which is 2,500 for 2 years. So you don't get confused. Time is not given, it's given here. 2 years means 24 months. And what we have to calculate here, maturity value is first of all given 67,000 rupees, 67,500. What do we have to calculate? R, total interest earned by Gupta. Now we have to calculate I, so I we have to calculate. So based on this given data, P, N and MV, how do we find I? You can see clearly this I comes in this one and this one. This one looks easier. We have MV, we know P and N, because to calculate I you should know others. In this, other variables are MV, N and N. We know it, MV, N and N. So we will write formula M, since MV is equal to Pn plus I. MV is 67,500. P is 2,500 into N plus I. Correct? Both using both mass, you can't send 2,500 to the left, you can't send 24 to the left, as they are together. When you send them left, you have to send them together. Means I can multiply them. Let's multiply them first. So it will come as 2,500 into 24, that's 60,000, and this side we have 67500. So 67500, 60,000 goes to left, and what is remaining on right is, on the right side is I, that is 7,500 rupees is the interest. So you got the answer for interest. Find the rate of interest per annum. Now see, you have P, N, MV, you have I also, and you have to find R in the second part of question. This was the first part of question. So to find R, let me just rub it first and make it a little clean. You can see what are the formula in which R is coming. R is coming here, R is coming here. But if you want to find R from this one, you should know N, P and I. Do we know N, P and I? We know N, P and I also. Or if you want to find R from this formula, this R is here, you need to know N, P and MV. We know N, P and MV also. So whether you find R from this one or R from this one, answer is gonna same, both are correct. Okay, all the best, study well, revise well.